ಸೊ ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಆಕರ್ಷ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್, ಅಂಡ್ I'm more than happy to be hosting this workshop for you guys today. So before we start team building, what is team building about? So what's the first thing that will come to your mind when I say team building? Can I hear it from anyone?
Working with a large number of people.
Amazing, sir. Correct.
Yeah.
Any other answers?
Working more than one person.
Correct. So anyhow, so team building ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಟೀಮ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ, ವೈ ಇಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಅ ಲೈಕ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, so the contents that we'll be discussing today is what is team building and why is it important, and what are the practical exercises, and some tips on how to become a good person in team building. So team building, so what we'll be looking forward in this session is what is team building about, why is it important, one practical exercise, and some tips on how to build a great team. So the first thing, this is a general definition. Team building andre it's, if you want a textual definition, it refers to varieties of activities designed to improve communication, collaboration among your own team members. And what does it do? It creates a positive work environment and helps you to attain better goals together as a team. And so before we dive deep into this topic, I'd like to have a small icebreaker. So ivaga eshtu participants idare illi, I'll just check it out. So ellarnu ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇವಾಗ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ there are 8 people ಅಲ್ವಾ ಇವಾಗ, right? And yes. I request all the trainers to be vocally and visually present in this, so that this topic is much easier to convey to you guys if you guys show more participation. That's a humble request from my side. Nataraj sir, Charan sir. Okay. So ಈಗ ನಾನು 4 ಲಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಗೆ ಈ ಝೂಮ್ ಚಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ಬರಿಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಂದೀಪ್ ಸರ್ ಇಬ್ರು ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮಿಬ್ರು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಇಬ್ರಿದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮಿ ಅ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಲಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಅವೇ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಚಾಟ್, ಮೊದಲನೇ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ನಾನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಇಬ್ರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ ನೇಮ್ಸ್. ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಸರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಟರಾಜ್ ಸರ್, ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 1.
ಡನ್ ಸರ್, ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಸರ್.
ಜಾಯಿನ್, ಗುಡ್, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 2 ಲಿಂಕ್ ನಾನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 2 ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸತೀಶ್ ಸರ್.
ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಇಬ್ರು ಇದೀವಿ.
Is my voice okay now?
Yeah. ಇವಾಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಆಕರ್ಷ್.
Okay. So group 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ whoever is left out, kindly please join. And everybody who's new can join any of the group as long as all the 4 groups are filled, right? So now you might be wondering, we've all added you to a group, so what is it about? So I would like to start this session by a small icebreaker by making you guys work as a team in your respective WhatsApp groups. All right. So activity ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. The activity is very simple. So ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಟ್, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅದು ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಐಕಾನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ 2 emojis, right? And you guys should work as a team to decode what that emoji means. I will give you a clue, right? All those emojis represent a country, and that will be your group name. All right. So that's the activity is about. All right. So now is yes. So adu nim group alle ನೀವು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಏನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಹೆಸರು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ದ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡನ್. ನೀವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬಹುದು, ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ the answer, and that is actually correct. I'll be waiting for group 3, group 2 and group 1. You can discuss anything in the form of text, and we'll be stopping this activity in another 2 to 3 minutes. Group 4, am I alone? You're not alone, sir. I'm with you. Group 3, no, Switzerland is not the right answer, even though it's pretty close. Hello, Sandhya Bam. Sorry, I was not able to recognize with the username. Group 2 ಮತ್ತೆ Group 1, show some participation. Okay, so Jai Hind Group ಅಂತ name ಮಾಡಿದಿರಾ, that's nice. What do we have to choose? Okay, sir, the task is simple. You have to go to the group description. There are 2 emojis or smileys, right? You have to identify what that means, and you have to decode your group's name, or what that emoji represents. The clue is it's a country. We've already gotten the first answer, that is from group 4, leading by a one woman army, Sandhya ma'am. And the answer there is Iceland. So I think for the remaining 2 groups, I think you would have, gotten, what do you say, what might be the Thailand. Group 3, correct. Is this Sandhya ma'am again in group 3? So we're coming to an end, right? There is one group that has not, guessed, their group name. So I'll give you the last clue. The emoji is I. So the country that starts with Ireland, there's something in between. It's not Iceland, because Iceland was already taken. Eland. It was a close one, guys. Not bad. You guys gave a great effort. So round of applause for everyone. All right. So okay. So ಎಲ್ಲರೂ unmute ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Can you guys just what do you say? Share. What do you say? If you found this difficult, or if all feedback.
Yes, sir,
just to know everybody is present.
Yes, sir, it was a fish and a mountain, sir.
So you didn't understand why it is Finland, alva?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So officially, like, a body part of a fish represents fin, right? So there is no country as fish land. So the closest to it is Finland. So Finland is a country. So fish is part that fin, and that's how it is.
Okay, sir. No, land is land, mountain and the land, there is a difference.
Yes, but unfortunately there is no land emoji on our WhatsApp or anywhere. So that emoji was the closest to represent a plane or a land. So that's why we chose it.
No, we saw that one. We had a guess that it is Finland, but see, there is no fin, and even there is no. It's a mountain.
Sir, country in any other emojis, what would you choose? Which emojis would you use?
Maybe fish. Okay, land. I should have taken plain land area, and then it should be in good.
So could you comment which is the land emoji here in the chat?
Land. I think we have to create it. That's what I think. We don't find that.
Exactly my point. So land did the closest emoji. The closest emoji that represented land was that. Hence, I chose it, and I even
Okay.
gave that as a clue. Like the second emoji represents land.
Okay. Fine, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So anyway, that's great. What do you say? What you guys did. So it was a great, icebreaker to start with. So why team building? We could do run our companies without doing any activities. Why do we do team building? Anta kelidre. It is simple, right? See, one of the what do you say best quotes that represents the art of team building is, if you want to go quickly, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So no matter your talent can what do you say make you reach great spots, but what's the point of achieving great things if your friends and colleagues are not there to celebrate it, right? So one thing is the motivation you find, and the people you work with, that makes a great for you, right? Another thing, right, what you could do and achieve with team building is nothing but you can achieve impossible things, right, with sorry. So you can achieve impossible things through teamwork, right? Because the team comes with everybody's role, right? From the person who would like to what do you say build a product, and from the person who would like to market it, from the R&D team who's been constantly working to improve it. All these things make a great what do you say team, right? So let us go back to one last activity, right? And we'll come back and figure out how to improve team building. So whoever is in the group, right? So I have one. Have heard of virtual scavenger hunt? Have you guys ever participated on an online event where you have done virtual scavenger hunt game? And does anybody know about this? No, right? It's okay. Is there anybody who is aware of this virtual scavenger hunt? No. Okay. So the activity is simple, right? So virtual scavenger hunt. Now, ಈ virtual normal scavenger hunt. ಈ game ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಆಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so a task will be assigned to you. You have to go to different places and get the task done. The game is simple that way. But we are all online, right? So we are not having a ground. But how do we make this possible? Right. So I give you, what do you say, one activity, and that is common for everybody in the group, right? So whoever is present in your respective groups, I want you to communicate and talk in your group chat and make this task possible, right? The task is simple. You have to get 5 things. All right, so start what do you say typing in your own what do you say group. The first thing that you have to get is matchbox, right? The first thing is matchbox. Somebody just type it in the what do you say group or in the Zoom chat, or I'll only what do you say just mention it. The first thing that you should get is matchbox, and the second thing you are supposed to get is an ink pen or a gel pen or any pen. The third thing you're supposed to yes the third thing that you're supposed to get is a tumbler, and the fourth thing you're supposed to get is a toothbrush, right? And the fifth thing that you're supposed to get is a comb, right? So is everybody aware of all the 5 things? Sandeep sir, if you don't mind, could you help repeating those 5 props?
I think I will do because
Yes. So whoever finds those things and add it in the group, a picture, right? Time will be recorded, and I will see which team does it, the fastest, and will get it the what do you say in the least amount of time. The props are simple. I'll repeat again: matchbox, comb, pen, and tumbler, and toothbrush. These are the 5 things. So let us see who will get which team, and which group will get this in the most, fastest, time. We are already receiving photos, from Jai Hind group. That is group 1. Jai Hind group is actually on fire. They have already gotten 4. Yadav sir, super sir. Group Iceland, get up. Group 2 is already almost completed with the task. Task completed. Jai Hind group, or the group number 2 has already successfully completed. Thanks to the one of the most active persons in this call, Mr. Yadav sir. Great group. Sandeep sir just forwarded whatever Yadav sir posted. Group 4. Sandhya ma'am and Charan sir. At least 2 things. That's nice. Natraj sir, what was that?
A comb over near the hand, something like that.
Okay, that's a comb.
I feel so.
Okay. I don't know if that was the actual image, or why it's blurry like that, but anyway, we'll take it. Why not? We got the tumbler. This is nice. This activity is going more fun than I expected. One more tumbler. That's great. Okay, so since we're running short on time, let's get back to the slides again. Thank you so much for everyone for participating. Let us have one quick discussion before we go to the next slide. So Yadav sir, what an amazing active person you are.
Yeah.
I was about to complete the task itself. Before even I completed, you were already ready with all the props. So could you share your experience, and also few tips to others on how well you did this.
Yes, sir. As you were telling, I was just looking for what is available. So I was
That's
just picking the things what was available. Anyway, I had the comb in my pocket, and I had a pen nearby only. So
That's
I
nice.
had to get that. A matchbox was there anyway. You used to in the office. We had. So I was just picking the things as you were telling.
That's amazing, sir. Anybody else would like to say something? Sandeep sir, you played a very absolutely an epic role in this activity. Would you like to share some insights for our fellow trainers? Sorry, inside training is going on. Thank you. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. So the first thing, so what did you guys, actually draw from this? Like, what did you take from this activity? That is does anybody like to share it, and can you somehow relate the team building activity to this activity that you did?
Yeah,
Sandhya ma'am or anyone?
sir. Always in the team, we should be ready to what the customer expectation. Now in the team, we should get one person should get the thing, another person should do the another thing. But at the end of the day, the thing should happen.
That's great, sir. First of all, you put a very nice point, right? The agility and the quick response is required, when customer is, asking something. First of all, you're a great salesman in that way. And another thing is, you already showed what your strength is as a team. So what most of the people, find it hard is people, find it hard to participate. People find it hard to, just be present. So you took the first step that not only shows you have a great team spirit, but you're also a great leader. So props on that to you. So that's a nice thing. And as you saw, right, even though if it was like one or two people working in the group, right, the other person congratulated them, right? I think in one of those groups, nice sir, congrats. So you guys, what do you say, appreciated each other. No, that's what teamwork is about. So just imagine, just with the activity, right? You are able to, what do you say, feel so positive, right? And even, be more active to do some work, right? This was a fun activity to do, but what if, there was a monetary, outcome involved in this, right? So this is why, what do you say, team building is important at workplace, right? It helps you in your communication will be improved, right? Whoever spoke today, right? I'm pretty sure, whatever you were communicating yesterday, you are communicating it better today, right? So that's one thing, right? Collaboration and networking. You get to know your teammate better. Your interpersonal skills, your people skills will be improved. And not just that, your team will always be motivated if you keep this going, right? So what are the tips? If you would like to, look in the slide to check what are the tips that you would like to, do to improve team building in your workplace. The first ever thing is to write your plan, guys. All right. The first ever thing is to write it out, right? Even a small pen, from a small pen till a huge skyscraper. Nothing is built without writing the plan down, right? If you want to get the most effective results from your team, right, you can divide them separately, right? Identify their strengths, weaknesses, right? And work a good action plan to, balance both, right? And after every desired goal or any goal is achieved, feedback. Keep looping in these things to constantly note and see where your team is going wrong or where your team is going great, and how do you make it of a better use. So this is the first thing that you have to do, right? Another thing is, you have to keep your team communication well. You have to tell them their goals and their roles very in a very detailed manner, and in a very sensitive manner, so that they understand where their strengths and weaknesses is there. Again, open communication is the same. And another thing that you could do is activities, right? And celebrate small achievements, right? And in when you're having a team, please make sure you celebrate small wins, right? This might not be the same for everyone, but for somebody who will be starting out team and who is a fresher, right, it is important to acknowledge their little wins. Maybe if the guy is learning a new skill, un hosa skill kaltre appreciate him, or if he did his first closure as a salesman, appreciate it, right? Think like this, go on a long way, guys. So that is one thing. And team learning, right? So whatever I know, and first of all, this community, AMCAD community itself is the great example for a great teamwork, because everybody I see, right, is having one or the other talent, and there is always something new I learn, even if I watch one of your videos again and again. There's always one new thing that I'll always be learning from you guys. So that exchanging of skills and exchanging team learning will happen. And another best way to get maximum results is exchanging the team roles. Now, for example, right, if someone is in marketing and someone is in sales, right, so this two are completely two different things. But for a chance, for a moment, if you like to exchange these roles, I'm pretty sure each team would bring something new or something creative at those aspects. This will also be like a change, like a new thing for them. And also you'll be generating new ideas, right? So that is also one thing. Another thing is empowering the team members, of course, and leading by an example, right? I'd like to go back to, Yadav sir and Natraj sir, for being very awake, right? You guys led this activity by an example. It's not me or Sandeep sir who made those activities great, but you guys, because you guys led it with an example, right? So these are some of the amazing, points that you have to, keep in mind if you want to become an amazing leader, right? So it is, yeah. So if you have these things in mind, I'm pretty sure you're a, great team leader, and, you'll be having a great team, right? I would like to, discuss further more in detail later, but since we're running short on time, right, this is something which I wanted to, communicate to you guys and tell you, what team building is all about. I have one more, practical exercise, just an example to tell you what it is, right? So I'll share this slide with you guys. You can check the, what that activity is about. You can use this activity in your workplaces to improve your team activity, right? So apart from that, I would like to say I had a great time talking to you guys, even though this was a little, clumsy, or, because team building works best, in live offline classes. But thanks to you guys, right? You guys made it possible that team building doesn't have to, always be offline. Even when we are far, we can still connect and make this happen.